Good morning, 8th standard. How are you all? Doing well? Okay. So please be safe as the COVID spread is increasing day by day. I want your safety to be the priority, and please take care of yourself and your family members. Tell them to wash their hands and keep a family prayer. Pray for each other and support them then and there. In case if any of your relative has got affected, call them, give them courage, speak to them, and help them in whatever means, whatever safety measures you share with them. Okay, so that is the quality of a Petit student. Hope you will do it. Okay, now let us start about today's class. So far we have finished midterm portion, that is lesson 1 and lesson 2, right? Okay, this time what we are going to do is we are going to revise lesson 1. So I am planning to revise lesson 1 alone today. Okay, this class is to do a revision for midterm. Okay, so lesson 3, wherever you are, stop. Okay, we will proceed after this revision. So this Monday's class and Wednesday's class will be based on lesson 1 and 2. What I request you to do is, I see lot of incomplete classwork. So those who are incomplete, I have mentioned incomplete. I request you to complete the classwork, because if the material is ready, definitely you will be able to do well in your midterm. Okay, and I have few corrections that has to be made in lesson 2. I will tell those corrections on Wednesday. So whenever I say corrections then and there, please take it. Okay, so today's online test will be based on lesson 1. I'm not going to ask every exercise, only one exercise out of 6 I'll ask. So prepare well accordingly and do the test well. Bon courage, bonne journée. Okay, it's standard, and today's video we are going to see lesson 1, La Rentrée. This is revision for first midterm. So this week we will revise lesson 1 Monday, and Wednesday we will be seeing lesson 2. Okay, so let's concentrate. I'll do a revision, reading, practice is given, and we will just give the answers and we'll revise. If there is any corrections, I'll do it here. Okay, so La Rentrée, first thing you have to do is just follow the text. We'll finish one by one. Okay, I'll read the passage and I'll give you the translation. C'est le premier jour de cours. Les élèves rentrent à l'école après les vacances. Anish et Manuel cherchent leur classe de français. Ils rencontrent Caroline et Nathalie. Anish: Salut les amis. Ça va? Caroline: Oui, ça va. Et les vacances? Anish: En Inde. Formidable. Manuel: Nathalie, où sont ton cartable et tes livres? Nathalie: Mais nous ne travaillons pas aujourd'hui. C'est le premier jour. Je vais à la papeterie ce soir. Caroline: Vous avez quel cours maintenant? Anish: Français. J'adore le cours de français. Et vous? Caroline: Maths. Je n'aime pas les maths. Manuel et Anish: Au revoir. À bientôt. Okay, so now we'll see the translation. I'll read the translation once, just go through. It is the first day of the course. The students return back to school after the vacation. Anish and Manuel search for their class. They meet Caroline and Nathalie. Anish: Hi friends, how are you? Caroline: Yes, I am fine. And the vacation? In India, it was nice. Nathalie: Où sont ton cartable et tes livres? Nathalie: Where is your school bag and the books? Nathalie: But we do not work today. It is the first day of the school. I'll go to the stationery this evening. Caroline: Vous avez quel cours maintenant? What course do you have today? Français, j'adore le cours de français. Et vous? French, I like the French class. And you? Caroline, Max, je n'aime pas les maths. Max, I don't like Max. Anish Emmanuel, au revoir bientôt. Bye bye, see you soon. Nathalie, Caroline, see you soon. A bientôt. So, this is the translation. So, hope you know the story already. So, already you have this. So, we will go for Dit vrai ou faux. What I am going to do is I will read out the question and you have to answer it. Even though I cannot hear it, no problem. I just want to check how many of you can participate. Caroline et Anish sont dans la même classe. So I think it's 4, right? 4, okay. Nathalie a des livres aujourd'hui. So since it is the first day, she didn't bring the books, but it is given here. She has books. So again it is 4. Anish Emmanuel cherche quelque chose. Anish Emmanuel cherche quelque chose. So what did they search for? They searched for something? Yes, that was true. They were searching for the class. La rentrée, c'est le premier jour de l'école après les vacances. Yeah, what do you mean by the title La rentrée? That is the first day of the school. So is it true? Yes, vrai. Okay, now we'll go to coucher la bonne réponse. Pendant les vacances, Anish va en Inde. Angleterre, en Inde, aux États-Unis, en Inde. Anish adore le cours de français, déteste le cours de français, n'aime pas le cours de français. So Anish adore le cours de français is the right answer. Anish, Caroline achète ses livres. Demain, aujourd'hui, hier. She said aujourd'hui. So we are done with choose the best answer. Let's go for répondez. Pourquoi Nathalie n'a pas de livres? Pourquoi Nathalie n'a pas de livres? Why she doesn't have the book? So here's the answer. Nous ne travaillons pas aujourd'hui. C'est le premier jour. Je vais à la papeterie ce soir. So the answer is yes. C'est le premier jour. So that is the reason she doesn't bring the books. Anish, quel cours aime-t-il? So Anish, which course he likes? Anish, j'adore le cours de français. So Anish adore le cours de français is the right answer. So we are done with répondez. Now we will go for the grammar. So grammar, adverb de quantité I have already taught you. So I am just going to revise on this and then you can do the revision on your own when you are at home, okay? So certain verbs which express quantity are allowed by DE without the article. These adverbs are used to describe an uncertain quantity or something that cannot be counted. So something that cannot be counted, that is the clue. So sand you cannot count, rice you cannot count, water you cannot count, okay? These are called as something that cannot be counted. So otherwise it is called as uncertain quantity. So example is given: beaucoup de, trop de, un peu de, assez de, moins de, plus de, tant de, combien de. So beaucoup de means a lot, much, but we cannot say how much is a lot. Okay, so that cannot be mentioned, but that can be stated as something is there. Okay, so this is the thing. So we will see one by one example. Beaucoup de, a lot, much, many. Il achète beaucoup de chocolat. So a person who went to a shop, so il achète beaucoup de chocolat. So he bought a lot of chocolates. So that cannot be mentioned how much. He want to simply state that he bought a lot of chocolates. That is enough, more than enough. Okay. So the second one is trop de. Trop de is too much or too many. Il prend trop de sucre. That is if a quantity is enough for a cup of coffee, you took more than that. So that is called as trop de. Okay. Il prend trop de sucre. That means he take much of or too many amount of sugar. So the third one is un peu de. Un peu de means a little, few. Je veux un peu de sucre. Un peu is little. Little is less than what we need. Okay, less than what we need is called un peu de. Assez de. Assez de is enough. Elle a assez de crayon. Assez de crayon means satisfied. Whatever the expectation, he has that much. Moins de. Moins de means less or fewer. Elle boit moins de coca que ma sœur. Moins de is less. Plus de. Plus de is more. Il a plus de livres que mon frère. So while comparing with another person or another quantity of things, we can use plus de. Tant de. Tant de means so much. Or il mange tant de biscuits. So more than what is required for someone or an individual, that is called tant de. Combien de. How much, how many. Combien de biscuits, this virtue. That is, this quantity of adverbs is used to ask a question. So this is just an information. So you can read it on your own. I'll go for the next one. Rappel grammaticaux, les articles. All these articles have been discussed in Apprenons le français 1 et 2. Let us recall. So l'article défini, you already know, le, la, l apostrophe, les. L'article indéfini, you already know, un, une, des. So that is what you have been learning for last 2 years, that is in 6th and 7th. Les articles avec préposition. So there are articles which collide with preposition and that gives something to form a meaningful sentence. So in case if the article preposition a accent grave is used, that will become a accent grave, o, a la, a l apostrophe, o. So this is called as l'article contraire. So a and o, this is called as l'article contracté. And another preposition is the. de, du, del apostrophe, del, and see du is given 2 times. That will become del apostrophe and du and des. Okay. Du, de la, del apostrophe des. This is l'article partitif, and whatever which correlates with aux is l'article contracté. The difference is nothing but I am going to the bank. That means to will be like this. I'll come from the bank. That will be like this. D. So that we will see through an example. Okay, I'll explain you that when I come for the exercise. Okay, and the 3 group of verbs are being explained here. We have already discussed 3 group of verbs. The present tense of indicative of regular verbs can be found by dropping the infinitive endings and adding the personal endings to the radical of the verb. So er verb, ir verb, re verb. So these things will suit only for regular conjugation. So you have to take out the er and add e, es, e, ons, ez, ent. In case if it is er ending. Ir verb endings is is, it, iss, ons, iss, ez, iss, ent. And re verb ending is yes, hyphen, that means no need to add anything, and ons, ez, and ent. So that's regarding verbs. And negation. So when you form a sentence and the sentence has subject, verb, and object, before the verb you have to place n, and after the verb you have to place pa. So that is called as negation. That makes a sentence negative. We know that a sentence is made negative by placing n before the verbs and pa after it. So this is a simple syntax that you could use. Je parle espagnol is positive, that means I can speak Spanish. Je ne parle pas espagnol, that means I cannot speak Spanish. I don't know Spanish. So note, the indefinite and partitive articles becomes de or d apostrophe in the negative. This rule does not apply with ath. So whenever it is ath, okay, So no need to change de to d apostrophe. In case if not, if you are telling the quantity il y a un gâteau, that will become il n'y a pas de gâteau. That is, this quantity will not come. I'll tell you the reason why. You are going to a shop and you are buying a chocolate and coming back home. Okay, in case if you do not buy a chocolate, will you say that I went to a shop and I bought a chocolate? I did not buy a chocolate. That statement is unnecessary, right? So that is the same way you have to approach this question. So that means the statement is unnecessary. No need to mention the quantity if you do not buy. So that is the reason we are saying il n'y a pas de gâteau. That means I did not, sorry, there is no cake at all. Il n'y a pas de l'eau. Il n'achète pas de l'eau. Okay, il n'achète pas d'eau. That means he did not buy water. So when there is no quantity, no need to mention the amount. So this one is easy one. So whatever is there available on the table, you will name it. So this I give you as a homework, right? So qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la table? So you have to mention whatever the notebook, crayon, livre, stylo, crayon, les pommes. So you can mention whatever is there. So this, so exercise number 2, no need to write in your classwork. This is matching. And exercise number 3, this we will do. So complétez avec. So this is what I was telling in the previous grammar exercise, that is prepositions with article. C'est la chambre dash enfant. So this exercise we have already discussed and I have taught you. So I will read the question and you just try to make out the answers. Okay, c'est la chambre dash enfant. So as per the rule we have to sort it. Okay, so la couleur dash trousse et belle. The color of the trousse. So of the, whenever it is of the, you have to see the right side. Whenever it is to the, you have to see the left side. So last two answers was DES and DELA. And tu vas, okay, now there is a place. So what we have to see? We have to see the left hand side. That is to the. Tu vas restaurant. Okay. Tu vas au restaurant. To the restaurant. Ou à la maison. So last two things I will read out. You try to find the answers. In case if you have your classwork with you, please do not see the classwork. Try to answer on your own. If you are not able to answer, well and good, that's the reason you will revise. So just mention X mark in this exercise and you revise on your own and write and practice. Voilà la bicyclette dash professeur et dash étudiant. So hope you should have answered it rightly. Je parle dash ami dash Pierre. Okay, now you can check your answers with your exercise completed in your classwork. Now we will go to exercise number 2, that is compléter avec l'article partitif. Before going there, I will show you what is l'article partitif. That is du, de la, di, l'apostrophe des. So the same way I will do 3 and you have to do 4 and 5. Okay. Nous mangions du pain et du beurre. So both are masculine. Je veux des crayons. Why? Because DES is plural. Et de l'encre, DEL apostrophe, because it starts with a vowel. Vous achetez du sucre et de l'eau, that is DEL apostrophe. And now I will read out the question. You try to do this. Tu prends dash gâteau et dash bonbon. Gâteau is masculine, so you know what is the answer. And this is plural, so hope you should have answered it right. So that would be you and they. Okay, so go with last one. Il prend dash café et dash tarte. Café is masculine, le café. So for le, which article partitif you should use? I'll give you the choice, du and de. So the choice is du, that should be the answer. A, de tarte, there is plural, so des. So adverb complété avec adverb de quantité. Now whatever we have briefly explained, so this will be lot of options will suit this. We have to choose the right one. Dash cahier achetez-vous? Combien de cahiers? Because whenever it is a question, combien should come. Il y a dash élèves dans la classe. Il y a beaucoup d'élèves dans la classe, you can say. So many answers will suit this. Jérôme aime le gâteau, il mange dash gâteau que Michel. So il mange. So here is a key here. Aime means so he likes it. So il mange plus de gâteau que Michel. Nous ne voulons pas de jambon, il y a assez de jambon dans le frigo. So since there is enough of we don't want jambon because I have enough of jambon in my fridge. Claudine n'aime pas des légumes, elle prend dash légumes. So elle prend un peu de légumes. Why? Because she doesn't likes it. So how she will eat lot? So there is always a clue in the question. So please kindly verify it first and then you try to answer it. Il achète dash de livres que son copain. So you can write plus de livres or moins de livres. Aujourd'hui j'ai dash de travail. Beaucoup de travail we can say. Tant de travail also we can say. So this doesn't ends with one answer. One or two answers will be there. J'ai dash devoir à faire, je suis fatigué. J'ai beaucoup de devoirs à faire, je suis fatigué. You could suit it. And other answers can also suit it. So in today's online test, I will ask any of these exercises. One exercise I will ask. So I cannot mingle all the exercises. Any one exercise out of these exercises I will ask and you try to answer it. So we'll continue with exercise number 6. Exercise number 6. Je dash un café au restaurant. So restaurant, coffee. So boire. Je bois un café au restaurant. Isabelle et Jean jouent au tennis. Is there jouer verb? Yeah, jouer is there. Ma mère regarde la télé. Tu dash ton dîner. Tu finis ton dîner, we can say. So already whatever answers I gave please follow. Il apprend français avec le professeur. Marc mange un sandwich. Vous organisez une boum. Elle visite Paris. Nous écoutons la radio. Ils dash dans la classe. Ils ont dans la classe. Hélène préfère une robe bleue. Est-ce que vous dash le français à l'école? Est-ce que vous apprenez, we can say. So whatever answer suits and whatever answers are available, you can find out from there and you can write. Okay. So we are done with exercise 6. So exercise 7. Tu manges du poisson. So whenever it is tu, as I already said, je ne mange pas de poisson, because du is some amount, de is nothing. Je ne mange pas de poisson. Je n'aime pas le théâtre. Ce ne sont pas des étudiants. Elle ne travaille pas beaucoup. Est-ce que Meyer finit le devoir? Non, meilleur ne finit pas le devoir. So that is the answers. And already conjugations we have done many times. I'll just revise one or two. One in ER verb and one in RE verb. Okay. Je range les disques. Je range les disques. Tu ranges les disques. Elle range les disques. Nous rangions les disques. Vous rangez les disques. Elle range les disques. So the only place where you have to be alert is nous rangions, because GER verb, the ending will be GEONS. So other than that, commencer, you know, nous commençons, that say Sedil, you have to be alert. Dire, je dis bonjour, tu dis bonjour, elle dit bonjour, nous disons bonjour, vous dites bonjour, elle dit bonjour. So être verb from 6th, 7th you are learning. Apprendre, you know, vendre, je vends, tu vends, ils vendent, elles vendent, nous vendons, vous vendez, ils vendent, elles vendent. Prendre, je prends, tu prends, il prend, elle prend, nous prenons, vous prenez, ils prennent, elles prennent. So other verbs you know already. So this will definitely come for 10 marks in first midterm. So please revise it. And this is the chart which I have already done. That is the same way which we have done here. So all here is first two is ER verb, and this is a irregular verb, and this is IR conjugation, and this is a irregular conjugation, and irregular, and this one is also irregular. So I believe you must have finished this grill. If not, complete the grill and submit the classwork. Okay, so before the midterm, definitely you have to submit these things. In case if that is mentioned incomplete, -5 will be given for your answer sheet. Okay. So 10th one, complétez le texte avec les mots donnés. This we will discuss now. So I think this is the last exercise we will discuss, and then I'll tell you what are the things we have to cover. So first we have to indicate what is given: grand, indien, lundi, pays, long, quelque. So first we have to sort out which is adjective and which is nationality and which is the noun, and pays, long, quelque. So l'Inde est un pays de l'Inde est un pays de grande diversité. La culture dash est très riche. La culture indienne est très riche. Il y a plus de 17 langues régionales. Dash est la langue plus parlée. So l'hindi est la langue plus parlée. Quelques grandes religions, hindouism, buddhism, jainism and sikhism, ont leur origin en Inde. So that is how we have to solve this. So first sort out which is adjective and subject and noun, and then automatically you can put the thing. So regarding lesson 1, so the revision is done. This is just a rapid revision. You can do revision for lesson 1 once again at your home. So you try to solve each exercises one by one. First one day you solve choose and based exercise, and the second day you try to do 3 exercises at least a day. So these 2 exercises I will not ask in midterm, because this is picture based exercise, so ignore these 2 exercises for midterm preparation, but for classwork try to write it. And exercise number 3, 4, 5, write and see, practice writing and seeing. And exercise number 6 definitely is important, and exercise number 8 definitely I'll ask for 10 marks. So these exercises please write and see before you start writing your midterm exam. Okay, so lesson 1, many of you were incomplete because last week we went for correction and many were incomplete. So I request you guys to finish it as soon as possible. If not, lesson 1 and 2 is not completed, -5 will be given for your answer sheets. So this will definitely happen. So don't think, we have already noted few people who have completed. So those people will not be reduced. Other than completed people, everyone will get a -5. So Upcoming week you have to finish both the lesson part, you know what it is, and the grammar part. These part should be on the back side of your classwork, last 90 pages, that should be available. There is 1.5 page from lesson 1, and likewise it will be also in lesson 2. So Wednesday I'll show you lesson 2 what you have to complete. Okay, so hope we are done with lesson 1. So today we saw la rentrée, lesson 1. We have done the revision on lesson la rentrée. So please sit and revise, and I request you to write and practice. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day. And on today's online test will be based on lesson 1, any one exercise. Okay, bye.